So, welcome this evening to the Sarco Season 3, and it is the 2018 event of the BMW E330s. Oops, that was a bit of a wake-up call of 1991. These were the I think they were in the A group, yes, most definitely. We'll be crossing over in a couple of seconds. Sorry for the delay this evening. Obviously, we've just had the driver briefing, and obviously we're going to see what's happening this evening. So, yeah, welcome on board, and let's get things rock and rolling this evening. Just a little bit of information for you, maybe some interest of what's actually taking place this evening. You'll also have a good understanding overview here. We have an overview of exactly who is leading this particular championship at the moment. As you can see, Charles on top, major points there, and then Bruno, and the list goes on. We'll go through that as well. We're just waiting for the guys to get into the right spots, and then we'll be pushing our way across to the guys, and we're going to be going through and having a look at what they're doing. And it is going to be quite a race this evening. Just a little bit, as you can see already, it is raining here on this particular track. Where are we? We are at in the United States at the moment, so we'll have a look at that, see how the track conditions are, and then obviously follow on from there. So just bear with me a little bit while we just get everybody activated and see what is happening. And then we're going to be going on to the sessions. At the moment, we're looking at Dylan, and we'll have a look. I think a couple of the guys are out on track at the moment, and we will take you through and let you see what's going on through that particular sessions that are taking place. So hopefully everything is functioning and working, and we're going to be going through to the guys and having a look what they are doing at the moment. So yep, let's have a look. There we go, out on the track, and we'll give you a little bit of sound as well, so you can hear these guys roaring through. There's Quicksilver at the moment. Quicksilver 73. He's basically showing the way at the moment, but I'm sure that we will see some of the differences and what's going on at the moment on this track. As you can see, it is wet at the moment, and I'm sure I don't think the weather's going to clear, so these guys are going to be battling it out in the rain this evening, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch. We'll be watching as much as we can if the guys are out in this track. There's Doopy at the moment, Doopy TTR, and you can see just ahead of him at the moment Marius, but we'll take you through. And as you can see, 12 drivers in this lobby this evening, so we'll be looking out, seeing what's going on, and obviously give you a good indication. There's Jacques racing at the moment. Also, I think the weather conditions obviously playing a big role in this evening's event, and as I said, we'll be looking through what's going on. I think this is Watkins. Yes, it is Watkins Glen GP track. So we'll be having a look at what they're going to be doing. It's quite a technical track, a little bit slippy in the rain. So we'll have a good overview of actually what's going on. Here's Iceman. So Iceman also out there, and we can see he's pretty much set in the right position there. So and then I see we have the champion leader at the moment, the championship leader, that's Charles Turbo Charles, should I say. Currently running in 7th, but I'm sure that's going to be changing once they get through the first stages. And yeah, we'll be watching quite carefully what is happening there. And I'm sure it's going to be interesting to watch this particular race, see what's going on, and then obviously giving you the feedback. I think the tires are on hard, so it will be a little bit tricky. I see we have Mal TTR on the track as well, and we'll be waiting anxiously to see what is actually going to be popping up the screen in a couple of seconds. So it's going to be tricky riding in this race. There's Bruno's out there. Nice work from him. And as you can see, Bruno's just set a 2:01, so fantastic stuff from him. Iceman coming in at a 2:01 as well. Not much different. There comes Charles. Nice work from Charles. He's just put up a 2 minutes and 2 minutes .188, so fantastic job from him. We'll be waiting for Quicksilver's time at the moment. As you know, if you are going to be doing a bit of violations off this track, obviously you're going to get some invalid times, but I'm sure it's all going to be good this evening, and we'll be watching carefully to see who's doing what this evening. So let's keep an eye out on what's happening on the track at the moment. So a little bit about the format this evening. As we know, we got about 10 minutes of practice time. I know that most of the guys have practiced through the week, so that's obviously going to give you an indication there. We're on, I think, with Jakes at the moment. Let's have a look. Yes, there is Jakes coming through, so I'm sure he's going to be wanting to do very well this evening. Dylan is also out on the track for the Green Mambas, so we'll see what is going to be taking him around this track. Is it going to be some oversteering, or is he going to be having total control over this vehicle? As you can see already, Marius has put himself in a bit of a predicament, and let me just have a look. Was it Marius? Yes, it was. There was a track, a little bit of a problem on the track there, so he did get some sort of warning. And then we got Ash also out there this evening, so we'll have a look and see how he's going to be doing. But as you can see, very close timings on all of the drivers this evening, pushing in close to the 2 minute mark. The fastest time at the moment during this practice phase before we go into the 5 minute qualification will be Turbo Charles at the moment, so we'll be keeping a keen eye on him. So as I mentioned, let me just take you a little bit through the championship standings, so you know who is where and who's doing what. Obviously Charles at the moment leading, as I said, leading this championship, and then followed very closely by Bruno. So Bruno is just in behind him. Louis, which is, we have 2 lobbies. Obviously we can't fit everybody into one lobby, so we do break the lobbies up. So there is another series. We're only able to sort of give you one side of the racing. I'm not able to provide you with both of the racing, so that's why we're giving you lobby, what we call lobby 1. The guys do have an opportunity in most cases to swap over in the lobbies, and then you can obviously have a good overview. But currently leading this championship for the E30 series, the 1991 Group A, the M3s, is Charles, then Bruno, Louis, Jakes, Gerhard, or Gerard, depending on how you want to say that, Marius, Simon, Dylan, Jake, or Jacques, Duke, Ross, Ash, Andrew, Hamed, and down in 15th place we have Jacques Mal, and then obviously Rudy, and then going on. So just to give you an understanding of where they are and what's going on. So if we have a look, currently the Silverback Racing have 88 points. That's fantastic stuff there. And then going through that, they have Tusco Racing 2 they've got 83 points. Then Tasco Racing 1, they've got 60 points. And then Ninja Racing Team 42, down to the Green Mambas at 34. So just an overview of exactly who is currently in the top 4 or 5 positions there. So we'll be watching out, having looked closely on the guys. Most of them have gone to the pits already. There is remaining time at the moment, about 50 seconds. So we'll be counting that down and having a look who is where. Oh, a little bit off there, Iceman. You got to keep that on the track. I'm sure you're going to be looking to see what to do there. Nicely done. Or is it... I think that's obviously what you have to watch out for, is that slide. It does. I mean, I raced this over the weekend with the guys, so yeah, had a bit of conditions to see what it's like and how the car handles. It seemed to me that it was handling quite nicely through the first section. The second section is where I had that slight problem with the car, and obviously it slid me off. And I found it quite difficult just to control the vehicle. So, yeah, as we see at the moment, Turbo Shaw, Bruno, Ice, VW, SR VW, he's in 4th currently at the moment. So, yeah, and then we've got Dupe, Jakes at the moment in 6th place. So, let's see what he can do. And he's about 2 seconds off the pace there. So we need to have a look and see. Jacques at the moment, Jacques Racing, he's slightly as well 2 seconds off the pace. So most of the guys, Colin 3 seconds, Dylan 4 seconds, but he's in the pits at the moment, obviously making some adjustments as much as he can. And then we got 4, and then Hamed, he's just dropped from 7 seconds off the pace down to 6 seconds. So nicely done from him. So it looks as though the practice round is over, and now we move into qualification time. And this is 5 minutes, so we'll be watching that very, very carefully. We'll be back in a couple of seconds.
So has everybody managed to get back in?
Ja, het lijkt zo.
Okay.
Mooi
This is
track.
it, guys. Going into the
Dankie jy op, Jacques.
5-minute quali.
boys.
So yeah, just if you are joining us through the live stream, welcome. It's great to see some of the regular guys that are chatting to us on the live stream as well. So put a big up, thumbs up for us, and let us know if we're doing some good for you this evening. Obviously, no time set at the moment, but we're on board with Dylan. So let's have a look and see how the guys are going to be doing this evening on this particular championship race on the BMW E30 series, the 1991 guys. Let's move up to Ash and see what Ash is busy with at the moment. Yeah, I think he's going to be having some fun this evening. As you can see, a bit of sliding going around. I haven't seen any major problems at the moment with Jake's on board with Jake's at the moment, just to have a look and see what he's up to. So big thumbs up if you are watching the stream at the moment, as well as you are very welcome to put down your comments and let us know how you're if you're enjoying this race this evening. So great stuff to have you on board with us. I will be having a look and making sure that everything's going well. Hopefully you are receiving the stream and everybody is catching what's going on at the moment with the stream. You will hear the guys commenting in the background. Obviously they're able to talk while they're racing or while they're qualing. But I see Turbo Charles just hit under the 2 minutes range, so that's great stuff from him. Great driving. I see we're on board with Jake's at the moment. He's just flashed in a 2-minute 999. So we will be running 2 heats this evening of 10 laps, and the qualification has just come to an end, and you can see already the major screen will come up and let us know exactly who is where. So it's a very short quali session of 5 minutes, and then we're going straight into heat 1. And yeah, I'm sure we're going to have some exciting racing, especially due to the conditions this evening. It is wet, light rain. This is light rain, guys. So we'll see how they'll be handling these little monsters around this what can then track this evening. So yep, that's quali's over. As you can see, currently standing Turbo Charles, Jake's, SR VW, and then on to Marius in 4th place, Iceman 5th, and then Bruno 6th, Jacques Racing in 7th, and then 8th position is Quicksilver, Dupe, Ash, Mal, Colin, Dylan, and Hamed. They are all there waiting to prep themselves for this evening's racing. So yeah, great stuff from the guys that you can see at the moment. So hopefully everything's going very well. Yeah, and we have some supporters at the moment for Turbo and Bullets supporters there, so that's fantastic. Yes, we are affiliated with 3 groups in this session. It is obviously the South African Racing Community Online, which you are watching now live. And then we have obviously TNB, which is Turbo and Bullets. And there, let's
Yeah,
just
right.
quickly have a look and see the qualification is over. You can see officially Turbo Charles, then Jakes,
Wie er over
then
het eerste
SR
gekwalificeerd, dan is hij meer top 4 nie.
V-Dubber,
season nie.
Marius, Iceman, Bruno. You have there Jacques in 7th, Quicksilver in 8th, Dupe, TTR, and then obviously Ash in 10th. Those are the top 10
Right, I'm ready
spots
for
at
your
the
big
moment.
Joel. Nice
And
done.
as I mentioned, you're probably
Nicely
hearing
done.
the guys talking about where they will be heading up on this race this evening. So yeah, we'll be having a great overview of what's actually going on this evening. So great stuff. And thanks for watching the stream this evening.
Right, cheers, my mic's off.
Okay, bye Jake.
Cheers, Owen. I need a job stepper.
So we're about to get on the way, and obviously first corner is what we are going to be looking at. Everybody's wishing everybody
guys,
good luck.
enjoy it.
And I tell you what, they're probably going to
see you
need
on
it
the other
around
side.
this track.
Just remember,
It is
whatever
really
you're saying is coming through on the live stream.
And
Enjoy.
Be your mic.
hopefully, obviously, we're going to be watching exactly what's going on, and I'm sure we're going to be keeping an eye on this particular first corner, because I think everybody's sinking in, everybody's getting there. Lap number 1 is coming up now. We're going to see them from the start, and then obviously whiz our way through these guys and see who's doing what here. So here they go. They're on their way. They're off, coming down. It looks like it is definitely it looks as though Turbo Charles has dropped into second place. Jakes has taken the lead at the moment, and we will be watching who is where. And I can see right now there is a one hell of a line coming through this first sector, and let's keep an eye out, see who is going to be. They're all bunching up here, so hopefully they're going to give each other enough space to get through that particular section. It is pretty close racing. The cars are obviously unequal, so yes, setups are allowed, but I think it's restricted setups as far as I know. So yeah, we're going to be looking through. We're just going to be taking everybody through this first section. Jake's still in the lead, followed by Turbo Charles, then Marius, and then SRV Dubber. He is in 4th place, Bruno in 5th. And I tell you what, we are going to have some exciting racing here this evening. So everybody seems to have made it through so far unscathed. Good driving from everybody, especially under the current conditions with this rain. 3rd spot is obviously Marius at the moment, so he'll be looking through, checking every single aspect to try and get those or haul those top guys in there. Charles has a look to see if he can go through. Obviously puts back the throttle just to make sure that he's not going to be causing any nonsense. Nicely taken through. There we go. Let's see. Oh, it looks pretty close between these top 2 here. They're looking for any area to get through. It seems as though Turbo Charles hot on Jakes' back end there, looking to see what he can do, see if he can push his way through, looking for a gap. It's slightly off there. Marius lost it slightly. They are going quite quickly. That first lap was a 2:05. So, yeah, they are going to be on. Obviously, the cars are a little bit heavier, so we should see those numbers coming down quite soon from a time perspective, because the cars will get lighter. But it seems as though everybody at the moment getting some sort of warning from the race directors at the moment. So, yep, hopefully nice tight racing. Everybody's looking to see where they can find somewhere. And this is what we like to see. We like to see this close racing, as you can see currently happening on your screen. So great stuff from there. I think I've got the director's controls, so I'm able just to switch things through, and we can see, oh, it looks as though for third and fourth at the moment, yep, Bruno coming back. Really lost a place there, but he seems to have gathered that one back in. We are going to try and see, there we go, switching back over to Bruno. And as you can see, quite closely bunched up in this particular section, so it's really about close racing. And as you can see, the top two there out in front, that's Jakes as well as Turbo Charles. I'm going to just push on to them at the moment just to see how Turbo Charles is looking. He's looking for that opportunity. You can see this is now coming through start and finish. This is a sort of a long right-hander through the section into another right-hander, and then obviously once again, you know, the opportunity is awaiting for obviously Turbo Charles to see if he can take Jakes at the moment, but Jakes extending that lead at the moment, so yeah, it's going to be exciting stuff to watch. So let's go back one little bit here just to see what's going on between Bruno, who's currently in third position at the moment, as well as Mr. Flubber there as well. Good stuff from them. No serious incidents at the moment, so even under these extremely difficult conditions, they are keeping these cars nicely on the track. So great stuff from all the drivers currently driving in the Sarco event. As you know, this is the Sarco BMW event. Next week it will be back to the Reynolds, and that is the RS01 series. So we are running two different series in simultaneously. 1 week we do the BMWs, and the next week we do the Reynolds. So different driving style required for there. These are the BMW Group A. Here we're coming quite close up to start and finish again. Let's see where Jakes is. Yes, Jakes, lap number 3, is still leading this race, closely followed by Turbo Charles at the moment. So here's the start finish. There's the pit area as we're coming through on this drive, and it looks as though there is an attack coming through, and we've just got to watch what type of engagement is going to be taking place here. Yes, very close up on Jake's rear there, looking for an opportunity, waiting for that mistake. Is it going to happen? And actually no, Jakes has come through that quite nicely there. A little bit of a side barrier kiss there from Turbo Charles. So yep, that is put him slightly back. You can see already Jakes extending that lead, so we're going to see, is he able to take part in hauling Jakes back at the moment. We'll see if that's going to take place or not. If we pop down the line just quickly, I'll be watching on the top there to see if there is some changes, but you can see this group here is very much bunched up, and some great driving from all who are in this section at the moment. Ice in 5th place at the moment, and looking to breathe down SR VW his rear end at the moment. You can see that quite closely there. They are looking for an opportunity, and nice driving from Ice at the moment, trying to take that on. Where is Bruno? Bruno is also got an onslaught coming from here, from the back end as well. Guys looking for opportunities. There's a great shot of all the guys bunched up at the moment. Seems as though there was a little bit of a connection. It could have been Quicksilver, I'm not too sure, but yep, a little bit wide there. They are coming through. Let's look at Turbo Charles. Let's put that through there, back, and see where he's coming up on Jakes. Is he going to look for an opportunity? there. He's going on the inside, but no result there, so he has to look back. There is a bit of braking happening there from Jake, so he's looking to be quite careful through this. I think that's where the opportunity, going on the outside, keeping it nice and tight, looking for that opportunity, but Jake's waves him off, and no opportunity to get through there. So great driving by these guys at the moment. Nicely done. Yep, fantastic. Thank you for the comments at the moment. Yes, obviously guys rooting for individuals at the moment. That's great stuff. It looks like Bruno's dropped down behind us, so obviously there was a slight incident. We'll be watching very carefully to see if Bruno is going to be coming back as well. It looks as though Turbo Charles has had a warning from the race director, as well as Ice, Bruno and Marius. So yeah, some close racing happening right now between these bunch of guys in the front there. So nicely done. Let's see what does come from that. Jake's still, but here we go. He's looking, but no, he's given no opportunity to take it. It looks as though he's going again. Monstrous decision to try and get that top spot by Turbo Charles. He's looking at every angle. I think he's almost seen every side of Jake's car this evening, trying to get past him as best he can without any incident. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of spray coming up, and he's going to be looking once again to see, is there somewhere where he can get by. So nice driving from all. Dylan sitting in 12th position, Jacques Racing sitting in 16th position, and then Ash slightly ahead there, and then it looks like Mal is there as well. Dupe, Hamed nicely positioned in number 9, Colin at number 8 at the moment, Quicksilver in 7th place. So yes, the top two still battling it out, trying to get past each other. And obviously Turbo Charles is not going to give up. He definitely wants that number 1 spot. And is this? No, it's not. Unfortunately, not an inch for him to go and take over Jakes. He is pushing it to try and get past him. So great driving from both of these guys here. Obviously pushing very hard to get through. Nice driving at the moment. Yep, they are going to come through again. It looks as though Turbo Charles still not giving up on that position. As you can see at the moment, the difference between these guys is so little. They are pushing it at every opportunity to get past Turbo Charles there. Nice driving from these. Oh, yes, he's gone a bit wide. He's pushed out. Is this the opportunity? Yes, it is the opportunity to get past. And there, Turbo Charles takes first position there. A very slight little slide there from Jakes, and he loses the top spot here at the South African Racing Community Online. And yeah, a little mistake there, but I'm sure that Jakes is going to be looking to come back in lap 7. So 3 laps to go of this race, and I can assure you Jakes hasn't given up. He's going to be making sure he tries to get by in this particular case on Turbo Charles. So nice work done from Turbo Charles to get past Jakes. As you saw there, just before start and finish, that sort of S area slightly went a little bit wide, lost the car a little bit, and this is exactly what makes this racing so exciting, because you know, evenly matched cars, but it is really about the skill of the drivers in under these conditions. So nice racing taking place. Iceman moved up to 3rd spot, so very nice from him there. And then Bruno down just below in 5th place, looking for an opportunity to get past. And as you can see there, very, very close driving from these 3 drivers at the moment. So there is a lot of action going through this entire race here. They haven't got much time to go, so we'll be seeing, are they going to be able to look for that opportunity and where exactly they're going to be. So great driving from these guys at the moment here on the South African racing community online. Some nice driving going down as we watching Jakes at the moment. This is exactly where he made that slight error which gave Turbo Charles the opportunity to come through, and basically it's a left hand now into a right hander, and then through start and finish you'll see the pits there. There's the pit lane opening just to the right of you, and then straight down up this hill and then downhill through start and finish. So downhill, there's the distance now with all of the drivers sort of followed up behind them. Some great driving happening here by Turbo Charles at the moment, keeping Jakes at bay now, and I think we'll see how close that is. It seems as though Turbo Charles is going faster now than Jakes, but I'm sure Jakes is not giving up any opportunity to bring that back to the fold. And here we go on with Ice at the moment, closely followed by SR VW, and I'm sure he's not going to be giving up on his opportunity to make that top three position. And then Bruno in a little bit back on the line there. He's in currently 5th place at the moment, and as you can see, I think everybody at the moment is struggling. It's nice to see Quicksilver coming up to 6th position at the moment, obviously taken over by where he was started off in this race, so he is coming back at the moment. So nice job from him, and what he's doing with this vehicle under these conditions at the moment. So nice from his side. We're in lap 8 at the moment, and as you can see, almost a second now between Turbo Charles and Jakes. Let's see, no errors there, so that's great stuff from them. And there is, as you can see, Jakes has just also now got a warning from the director, and you can see that gap is slowly increasing. So nice driving from Turbo Charles at the moment. Let's see if he beats his previous time. You can have a look now, and it seems as though a little bit faster, but still maintaining his line around this track. So awesome to watch, awesome guys to see what's actually taking place. And let's just go down a little bit down the line. You can see Doopy in, he's sort of in the region, believe it or not, of around about 30 seconds. So we'll be watching quite closely to see what's going to be going down on him. Is he going to be coming up on a position, or is it going to be that he is going to finish in 9th spot? We're back up with Ice at the moment. He's currently Iceman 872, still in 3rd place, so that's great stuff from him. Looking down the line, where is Jakes? Jakes, where are you? Yes, still at the moment. Oh, Jakes loses it, unfortunately. I don't know what happened there, so he could have some damage, hopefully not too serious. Now he's going to be probably fighting to keep that 2nd spot, and I'm sure Ice is looking at coming up the hill and trying to get as close to him as possible, because if any more of those mistakes, we are going to have a serious change in the table here, and we'll be watching quite carefully. But it seems as though Jakes has not got so much damage. He is going through. This is lap number 10 we're coming up now to see, and it looks as though it is Turbo Charles who is well out in front now. You can see that distance being extended as we come through start and finish through the pit area and start and finish. So there's start and finish. Yes, it looks as though we are on the closing lap of this race. It seems to be Turbo Charles is going to be taking the pole position, followed by Jakes. If Jakes just needs to keep it up, and he's obviously, you can see now he's battling a little bit because of that incident where he is obviously just going on from that particular point of view. So we'll be watching what's actually taking place there this evening. So here we go with Turbo Charles at the moment taking the top spot, coming up the hill, and also looking to see what's going on there. Yeah, Yaku, hello. It's always nice to see you as well. Thank you for joining us. As usual, another individual, and then we have somebody new that's joining us. That's Nuclear Monkey 69. Absolute support from him. Thank you very much for leaving your comments. As we see, Staffy ZA, thank you as well for leaving your comments with us. Roland LaRue, also thank you very much for your comments. It's great to see you on watching this super racing at the moment, and it's always good. As you can see there, Turbo Charles takes this first heat. Very nicely done from him, and great driving. Then followed by Jakes in second spot. It looks as though Ice coming in third, and then SR Verdubber is in fourth position, followed by Bruno, and then Quicksilver in sixth place. Then we have Colin coming through now. He should be, yep, he's through the finish line. And then Dupe, Marius, Hamid, Mal, TTR, obviously nicely done from his side. And then Dylan in 12th spot. And then nicely done Ash. You can see there, ooh, a little bit of an accident which I missed out on, so nicely done from them. Great driving in all. And then obviously Jacques Racing, he's basically taken the 14th spot, so you can see nice drive from all drivers at the moment. I did see we did have a little bit of an indication that some of the guys had gone off the track there, so very nicely from them of what's actually taken place. So if we have a quick overview, we have Charles, Jakes, Iceman, and then into fourth there is SR VW, and then Bruno, Quicksilver, Colin, and then obviously Dupe, and then Marius, and then Hamid. Nice driving from them at the moment. So great driving. Let's see, we are at Watkins Glen in the United States. I'm confused now. Yes, I am. Sorry. It's actually in the UK. I don't know why I was saying the United States. A little bit doof this evening. I think it's because I've got a bit of flu at the moment. So, yeah, not too good there. So, you can forgive me at the moment. So, great. We're going to be moving on to the next event. And that's going to be 5 minutes of quali, and then we will then move on. So we will be back just after a couple of seconds, and we'll be watching the next race here at the moment. So, yeah. So that's going to be, at the moment, we are going to be looking at what's taking place. The guys are going to be getting themselves pretty much fired up, pretty much ready for the next race at the moment, and we'll be with them shortly. So if you want to get something to drink, do it right now. We will be coming back to the second session, and the guys will be just preparing themselves before we go into the next race. I think we'll probably be starting the session just under 5 minutes. Most of the individuals want to just get something, probably take care of business, and then back to the racing. So we'll be watching out for exactly what's going to be taking place. So if you need that break, take it now. We'll be back in a couple of seconds from now, and you can see what is going on from that perspective.
Ja, van mij een typische kenners.
Losses. You can see it. Sure.
Precies, man, precies.
Colin trek 'n bloemer en hy kan meer vat.
Ja. Maar ek's bang ek
So the guys are just having a chat what they need to do in order to get themselves prepared. And yeah, let's see what is going to be taking place. The guys are going to be thumbs up and ready to go. And we'll be starting the next heat session. Remember, they're going to be doing about 5 minutes of quali. And then we are going to be starting with the next session.
Kom Ash.
Yeah.
You with us?
So, heat number 2 coming up. Yes, they're all thumbs up and ready to go, so we'll be seeing that happening. And then the guys are going to be going on to the track for, remember, it's a 5-minute qualification side. We'll be watching out for who's going to be putting up those times, and then obviously keeping you up to date with who is where and doing what this evening. So if you are joining us, thank you for joining us on this live stream for the Sarko race event. And remember, if you are looking to race and you watch this stream somewhat after, please get hold of us. You can find the
Yeah, I am. Ready
South
tomorrow.
African racing community online on the Facebook page, which we're pushing through there. And obviously, you can get hold of
And that's all
Dylan
live on
and
stream.
obviously,
Yep, we know.
find out a little
Makes it
bit
fun.
more
Makes it
about
fun.
what this racing community is doing with Project Cars 2. As you can see, very much enjoying the thrill and fun of motorsport online racing. So yeah, we'll be keeping a good eye to see who's doing what and just enjoy this session. This is 5 minutes of putting it out there, see where they can qualify, and then obviously go from there. So we'll be on board with Charles, and then we'll sort of switch back to see who is where at the moment. You can see some of the guys darting through at the moment, coming through to see where they need to be and obviously position themselves. So we'll see how this is going to be unfolding here this evening.
Hey, Ashraf, jy het nou deur my gespring daar, hoor, HW. Jy spring rond, ja, ek is agter jou, ek weet nie waar jy is nou nie. O, fuck, hier gaan ek weer jou.
Nee, ek het afgod. Ek kan pas. Come, super behind me.
The mates are moving out there. Come fast.
So have they done enough this evening on heat number 2? Obviously, Turbo Shawl in the top position at the moment. 1 minute and 59.922. And nice to see a different lineup at the moment, but we're not finished yet. So let's see who comes in. We're on board with Dupe at the moment just to see where he's going to be ending up. As you can see, the top 3 obviously confident with their times, and now laying down the gauntlet to see who's going to pop in. Is there going to be somebody popping in there? We are on board, as I said, with Doopy at the moment. He is pushing to get through to see if he can change that position, and no, he remains in 4th at the moment. So the top 3 currently, as they stand right now, is obviously Turbo Shawl, followed by this man who put in a fantastic time, which is SR VW. Nice work from him. And then obviously coming down, Marius puts into 3rd spot. So we're going to see exactly, the qualifying session is over, and there we go. There is your top 3 right there, and that's Turbo Shawl, SR VW, and then Marius, Dupe, TTR, Iceman in 5th, Jakes in 6th, and then Quicksilver, and then Bruno. So yeah, we're ready to go. The guys are going to be just sinking in, making sure they're going to be in that top position. And let's see what happens on the first corner at the moment.
Gentlemen,
so great stuff from them. We're going to just take a side shot and see how it's all going to pan out this evening. And let's see where they're going to be ending up. We're looking to go maybe trackside just to see if there's the sink. So we'll be ready to see who is going to be taking that top spot, if they're going to be keeping in, and watching who is going to be there. And obviously they're away on the second heat, and we'll see right now who's going to be taking the top spot and the top position as we are on board. And looking at Marius at the moment, yes, he seems to have kept that 3rd spot, so nice work from him at the moment. And as I said, we'll have a look and see what is taking place between these two now, and that is Turbo Shawl and SR VW. And we'll see if VW can get past Turbo Shawl on this uphill, coming into sort of this little S area here, to see if, yes, keeping the car nice and stable. Both individuals at the moment, so nice driving from them. Let's go back a little bit down the line to see if there's any issues that we need to report back to you on. Yes, down on the outside there, it looks like here they are bunched up quite a bit, so let's see what's going to be taking place. Oh, there is a bit of a bump here and there. It looks as though it was probably Ash at the moment. He's got through pretty much unscathed at the moment. Jake's in 6th spot at the moment. There is a car turning around. I'm not too sure who that was. I think it might have been Jacques. No, it wasn't. But nicely done. They've managed to get it back on track. So great driving under all these conditions. I tell you what, it is pretty nerve-wracking going a bit wide there, but they are bunched up quite a bit going through this section there. A little bit wide. Can he bring it back? Yes, there is a bit of a bash and a bumper. It looks like Jakes has now gone out due to that little bit of an incident, so he's dropping down into 12th spot there. It looks as though the guys are keeping it real, and nice to see that the guys are keeping these cars under control, even though it is very, very difficult under these conditions. So yeah, great to have you on board watching us doing this broadcast live. So if you are joining us, please leave a comments in the comments column. And yeah, a big up to these guys driving under these conditions at this point in time. So it looks like Marius in 3rd spot as well. moving back up the line there. It looks like to be SR V-Dubber just making things happen there. So he's maintaining that second spot. There is a little bit of a problem from the director's side, but I'm sure that's not going to affect him too much during this stage. So let's have a go back. It's a bit blurry at the moment. I can't quite see. They are coming into camera views. Oh, a bit of sliding happening there. I think it's given Bruno maybe the opportunity to come through, but it looks like Dupe has kept that car in its spot. Yep, he's managed to keep 4th spot at the moment. So it is quite wild under these conditions, I can tell you that much. And Bruno in 5th place at the moment, so they're going to be flying down this hill, and then obviously through that left-hander, and then back to see if they can try and gain a position. Yeah, it looks as though Jacques has now got a penalty given to him. That's why he's in red at the moment. So yeah, I think the director's probably put down his finger on him at the moment. So yeah, moving up 3rd spot, Marius is taken over 2nd, and it looks as though he's going to take that position back. Yes, he does. So yeah, some close racing happening there. And we're going to keep an eye on these two, because I can tell you now this is going to be close racing between Marius and V-Dubber at the moment. He's maintained that 2nd spot now, but really close behind him. These three seem to be doing putting a bit of pressure on Marius at the moment. That's Dupe and Bruno. They're looking now to look for an opportunity, and I'm sure they'll, it's, as I mentioned, under these wet conditions it is very difficult to drive. So yeah, quite an interesting little situation unfolding here between these drivers, and it looks as though a little bit wide there. Can he bring it back? An opportunity looking, and these guys are absolutely screaming down that little section there. They're going to go up the hill now, and then into a right-hander, very long right-hander, and then we'll see if they're able to just keep this car on the track. It is very difficult. As I mentioned, I did drive it this weekend with the guys to see sort of the conditions that they're going to be unfolding here this evening, and it is extremely difficult to keep this little monster on track with them. So here, nice shot of the guys coming down and then into the left-hander. Then it's going to go into a right-hander past the pit lane. Here's the right-hander coming up, and then through here you'll see once again the pit lane to the right of you, and then through start and finish up the hill, and then down into that long sweeping right-hander. Here's that long sweeping right-hander. So guys are going to be going flat out now to see if they can catch the driver in front of them up this hill, and then it goes into a little bit of an S area here, and yeah, they seem to no touching the wall. If you touch the wall, you are going to lose time, and let me tell you, under these conditions it can be a little bit hair-raising. Then up the hill into a nice little chicane here, and then they're going to keep it maintaining. It's going to go into a left-hander here, and then into a right-hander as they come around this bend. So here they go, and then right-hander is coming up, and obviously they need to just keep their eye on what they're doing there. I'm just flicking back just to see where these guys are and the distance. There is that gap increasing now, and obviously the guys are going to be maintaining themselves to see if they can close that gap. As you can see, Turbo Sharp putting up the fastest time at the moment of 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes flat, and then The guy's 1 to 2 seconds behind him at the moment. So he's leaps and bounds going ahead of these guys, making sure that he's going to maintain that top position. He is the current leader of this championship. So this will give him an opportunity to extend his championship lead at the moment. So Bruno down in 5th. He is currently 2nd, as you can see, overtaking, I'm sure it was Dupe he overtook there. Yes, it was. He's taken Dupe. And let's see if he's going to be pushing up down that line there to see if he can get close to Marius. I don't think he's going to want to miss out on that opportunity. We're on board with Marius at the moment in 3rd spot. Back down to Bruno. As you can see, the distance between them at the moment, it is a couple of cars. So let's see if he can gain some time and close that gap to where he's just in. We're on lap number 5, so that's halfway through the race at the moment. And as you can see, guys, it is really good watching these guys tackle this particular track at the moment. So it's nice to see that. Quicksilver down in 6th spot. You know, nice control around there. He's going to be looking to see how close he can get to Bruno at the moment. Or should I say Dupe, sorry. He's going to be looking how close he can get to Dupe. And to see if he can sneak in there. And then obviously he's got to deal with Bruno. So let's see what Quicksilver is going to be doing. We're back up with Marius at the moment in 3rd spot. He's going to be looking to see if he can catch SR VW, and let's see what he can do. If he's close enough, he's definitely going to try and take that opportunity. Bruno now, he is really pushing down the pedal to the metal. And yeah, he's now basically coming up for lap number 6, which gives it 4 laps to go. And obviously the guys are pushing as hard as they can to try and catch this gentleman, Mr. Turbo Charles, at the moment, to see if they can catch him. We can pop down quickly and have a look what's happening here. Colin coming through start and finish, and you can see the bunch up of guys here in 9th spot. You can see Dylan at the moment. He's also looking for that opportunity. You can see the cars there quite nicely spaced apart, but I'm sure they don't want to see that. They want to see the back end of these guys and then going past them. Mal TTR looking to see where he's coming. You can see he's close up on Dylan at the moment and saying, listen, bud, I'm here. I'm going to be looking to take you on. Here's through the chicane. Nicely handled by all there. He's going to go tight to see if he can get it really tight. Yes, Dylan's gone wide. Oh, and he loses it slightly, so this has given Dylan a little bit. He's pushed him on to the outside. So there we go. Yes, he's maintaining his line, getting through there. Nicely done. So Dylan still maintaining that spot. You can see Colin there. Colin's looking to see where he's going to be. Jake's in 7th spot at the moment. And then up to Quicksilver in 6th. Then Dupe. But you can see it's very close racing from these guys. We're in lap number 7 now. Turbo Charles way out in front. Followed by SR VW. And then you have Marius. This spacing between the guys at the moment now being extended. So Bruno hot on the tail looking for catching up with Marius at the moment. So he's going to be looking for any opportunity to shorten that gap between them. Obviously that would be as a great benefit to him for that third spot. So I'm sure he's going to be pushing as hard as he can to try and make that third spot position. So we'll be keeping an eye definitely on these top three guys at the moment. Turbo Charles well out in front now, lap number 7 as I mentioned. And then let's go down a little bit to see what's happening here. Between this bunch here, that's obviously Quicksilver. Quicksilver looking to close that gap between him and Dupe at the moment. So is he going to get past Dupe? Managing to maintain that. So yeah, I'm sure Quicksilver is going to be looking. Oh, that was interesting there. So nice stuff from these three at the moment. Some nice close racing between Bruno, obviously a little bit out in front, but Dupe not letting him get away from him too far. Then Quicksilver. So yeah, good race to watch here at the moment. Oh, it looks as though Jake's looking for an opportunity. But well handled by Dupe there. On with Quicksilver again to see, is he going to be looking to take Dupe in this particular lap. We're on lap 8 now, so he doesn't have much opportunities left. He's got to go for it. There is almost the overtake. Yes! Oh, it's slid. He's out. There he goes. Well tried there, but wasn't able to get it past Bruno unscathed. But I think a little bit of a dent on the back end of Dupe there to obviously try and get through. Let's quickly switch up to Mario at the moment. Marius, should I say, not Mario. Marius. Nicely done. Well through there. Here we are on lap number 8. Turbo Charles gonna make it lap number 9. There we go, lap number 9, and it's almost done. This race is almost done, and you can see the gap now between Turbo Charles and the rest of the field. It is extremely long. So lap number 9 now, down to third spot here. You can see Marius looking to catch up now. There is quite a gap between him and Bruno. And these guys are flying under these conditions. I mean, this is really tough conditions for these guys. Pushing up, back on board with SR Vidaba. Pushing it through now. There's the number one, the race leader, Turbo Charles. Some would say at this point in time it looks like a time traveler because he's so far ahead. We're talking 6 seconds at the moment. And here we go. Coming through into the right-hander, then through past the pits to start and finish. And then we are on the last lap for this evening. Yes, there we go. We go into lap 10. All he has to do is now keep this car under total control, and he will finish today's race winner. So of both events, so great driving from him this evening. We can pop back down to see where Bruno is at the moment, looking still a little way behind Marius. And then Dupe's not too far behind him, but he's looking as well. Then we have Quicksilver pushing through quickly just to see where Charles is at the moment. He's done very nicely this evening. Colin, where are you, my good man? Coming up the hill, very nicely done. And then here we go to watch the finishing. Coming through that long sweep up the hill. And then basically he's going to go into a left-hander. Oh, sorry, a right-hander. And then into the left-hander through that small section there. And it looks as though Turbo Charles is starting to catch the back markers up at the moment. So he's had an... that is the reason why that car is battling. Nicely got out of the way. And this means that this evening's winner, Turbo Charles, looking for start and finish. There we go. Nicely done from him as the race leader. Let's have a look and see where we are now. Here's Marius. Have we had a incident? It seems as though. Oh my goodness. It looks as though we've had a disconnect because SR of Vidaba was sitting quite sweet there. He was going to be looking at taking that second spot, but now it is Marius. So and there's Bruno coming into third spot. So these guys have got, as it stands right now, those positions due to a probably disconnect. Oh. So we're just waiting for the final guys to come through. And as you can see, the guys are lining themselves up. There's Jakes. He had a bit of an injury coming around this time. So he would take 8th spot. Mal coming in 9th. Ash came in at 10th. So this is going to give us the current results for the guys at the moment. They've obviously seen exactly what's taken place. And there we go. You can actually see the final there on the scoreboard. Obviously, Charles, Turbo Charles, Marius, Bruno, Dupe, Quicksilver, Colin, Dylan, Jakes, then Mal TTR, and then Ash coming in there to finalize. So, guys, thank you for joining us. That is it for the Sarco event. If you've joined us through the live stream, really appreciate your time. Really thank you for watching us and supporting us. Remember, if you want to get involved in this form of racing, please go to the Facebook page, join up with the guys. If you guys are doing Formula One or if you're doing GT, there are affiliated guys who will be able to support you guys. You can go to Sarko's Facebook page and you will pick up on who is doing what. So don't forget, we will be doing F1 this weekend as well as Friday night, so you can join us for that. Just look out on the Facebook page as well as the websites. You can get hold of the affiliated associations that are dealing with online racing in South Africa. It's a great opportunity for you to come and join us, so please do so. Hopefully you've joined us this evening for the first time. You've seen how exciting it is. Get involved, get active with us, and guys, we really, really appreciate you guys coming on with us this evening, enjoying this time with us. So that's all for this week. Remember to catch us next Thursday when we do the Reynolds, and that will all be happening from 8 o'clock. Thank you for joining our stream. It's been magic having you with us, and great opportunity to show you what's going on with our online racing here in South Africa, the esports series. It's been great having you with us this evening. So thanks once again. Thanks for joining the live stream with us. And hopefully you found it as exciting as we did this evening. Great driving by all. Thank you for joining us.